Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel today for the 6th Alliance War video of Season 39. Today GT40 is facing JA, who are one of the main top 3 contenders. So this is a pretty significant war here, going to be boosting up pretty heavily. I've got a team of Doom, Void and Warlock, which is a bit of a different team. I think this is my first ever time using Warlock is a 6-star in War. I've used the 5-star a long time ago. But yeah. First fight up. This is Dragon Man on Path 2 in Section 1. And basically the node for this fight is going to put a buff on me every 6 seconds. And all that is really going to do is feed Mystic Dispersion on Dragon Man. But we're using Dr. Doom, so we've got some pretty good power control to handle that. I'm going to go for 2 special 3s here rather than go for the special 2, just to play it safe and make sure that he never gets an opportunity to throw a special 3 against me, because obviously Dragon Man's special 3 puts you in the corner, which is not good. I think I could probably stagger the unstoppable and blockable anyway, so it wouldn't be that dangerous, but yeah, would still just rather not eat a special 3, and I also don't have an invulnerability boost active here, I don't believe, so yeah. It's a pretty simple fight though. Next up is going to be Void versus Thing, and this has no node at all basically. It's got another placebo node, but that has no impact here, and yeah. This is pretty much just a nothing fight. It's put here to path split, I think. But yeah, I mean, I could have used Doom for this anyway. But we've got Void on the team. He's going to be a bit quicker for the fight, so may as well use him. Weren't really pushing time in this war. We usually lose time against JA, but may as well use Void just because he's here. And yeah, this is basically just a case of can I count to 15, and in this fight I can count to 15, and it's going to end pretty cleanly. Usually what I like to do in matchups with Void versus Thing is push into 8 rock stacks and then do a combo into special 1. Feel like that is just the easiest way around things, but to be honest, there's absolutely no risk here. The next fight up is going to be a Man-Thing on node 20. And we're going to be using Doom for this fight. Now, I've taken Man-Thing here with Doom probably like 50 times in total on the Unstoppable Armor Global, the Mystic Dispersion Global, and now he has no global and also slightly different nodes. He no longer gets that armor up every 10 hits, but yeah, this fight, it's pretty simple. It's just going to be a standard Doom versus Man-Thing matchup. Cycle special 1s and special 2s. Doom definitely not the best matchup here realistically, like he's definitely not better than someone like Omega here. However, this is just what fit in the plan, and I'm very comfortable using Doom against Man-Thing, so yeah, this is going to be a relatively simple fight. It's about halfway down, 40 seconds in, so it's not too slow of a fight, especially considering Man-Thing is relatively tanky. And yeah, I go for another special 2 here. It's not really too much to it, to be honest. I believe his AI cooperates fairly well in this matchup, so we never end up getting any of the pustules on us. Normally what I do is wait them out, but yeah. It's about to go down here in just over a minute. Pretty clean fight. Next up is going to be Bishop on the Power Snack, and I don't know what the node's called, but it puts power stings on you whenever Bishop gains a bar of power. And this is going to be taken with Warlock. So I could have done this with Void if Bishop was a lower SIG, however I believe this one was like SIG 180 or SIG 200, which means he would get unblockable specials at like 10 prowess or something. So I didn't really want to risk it with Void. This is my first ever fight using the 6-star Warlock and more, And the strategy going into this fight was basically to trigger dexterity in the 3-second window when power snack is not on cooldown but my armor up isn't back. That way my armor up will stick. And yeah, at this point the fight's basically over. I decided to wait for that power sting to expire. Didn't really need to, they don't do too much damage, but just for safety and just to save potions. And yeah, chain 2 special 2s together and it's over. He was placed with willpower, which just made it that bit easier. Next up is going to be Scorpion on path 6 in section 2. And I'm going to be using Warlock for this fight. Basically just going to be throwing a lot of parry heavies. Scorpion obviously has his evade and I'm not really going to be able to counter that. However, Warlock's one hit heavy lands completely during the stun and obviously can't be evaded because of that. Going to start off this fight by getting some extra infection charges because I want to avoid him throwing specials if I can. He does have willpower, so it's going to be pretty simple to do. And yeah, this is a fairly generic fight. Apologies for the awkward cut there. I forgot to turn on Do Not Disturb for this fight and got a notification. But yeah, it's a very simple fight, 40 seconds, not much to it, and that is the end of the War for Warlock. So next up is Dr. Doom. I could have used either Void or Doom here. I opted to use Doom because he's tankier, he's a rank 4. Main thing on this node in this particular matchup is disorient on parry, so I'm just not going to parry basically, and yeah, that's about it. Want to build up to my special 3, throw some special 2s because the incinerates are going to be a big form of our damage in this matchup because of Doom's resistances. But yeah, this is going to be a relatively simple fight overall and I'll just let it play out. So yeah, that fight against Doom is over, pretty clean fight again. Next up is going to be a Kitty on Ebb and Flow Intercept, and we're going to be using Dr. Doom for this. Now again, like the Man-Thing fights, this isn't really the greatest matchup out there. However, it is one that I was quite comfortable in taking. I've done it a lot in off-season, I don't think I've done it in season, but basically just know how Kitty works and it's easy. There we immediately miss an intercept, which obviously isn't really what we're going for, but yeah. I just want to bait out a special 1, make sure that I block it, at least one of the hits, that will clear off the prowess. I'm not bothering going for the heavy because the passive stun will give a prowess. And then I want to intercept before my special 3 while her prowess is down, which I believe I do here. Go for this special 3 and the fight is over at this point. Now this next fight up is going to be very interesting. So this is Sasquatch on node 48. This is a fight that I did once before during off season, and it took me about a minute and a half to solo unboosted. But in this fight I'm going to go in with the complete wrong strategy. I don't really know what I was doing, to be honest. Well, yeah, you're going to see this fight absolutely does not go to plan at all. So the first mistake is I used the wrong 3-minute boost. I've got a power start 1, I meant to use an invulnerability. And what that is going to mean is, well, 1, I don't have the invulnerability, and 2, it's just not really going to provide any benefit, because normally what I prefer to do with Doom is push the defender to the special 2, steal the special 2, and then 1 combo into special 3 after that, and it basically means I get to the special 3 at the exact same time I would with a power start. But you're going to see the second mistake right here. I go for a special 2 instead of building up to my second Fury. Now, at the minute, that doesn't seem like much of an issue. He's nearly halfway down. I believe we're going to throw another special 2 here. And yeah, this is basically going to bring him down to 40%, which is where he can trigger regen. We're only a minute into the fight. He hasn't even entered Wrath yet. So this seemed like it's going really well. But, yeah. Now he's got his regens, and he's getting 1,000 health per tick. Our Fury has expired, he's in Wrath. So this isn't the greatest position in the world to be in, but it's still fine. His Wrath has just ended, we're going to go for another special 3, and in the fight itself I was thinking, oh yeah, get the special 3 off, get another special 2, maybe 1 more after that and he'll go down. Yeah, that doesn't exactly happen. So I go for my special 2 here, but you can see that regen is just doing 1,500 per tick now. And with only 1 Fury active, even with special 2 spam, I'm barely out damaging this regen. Here he's almost down, but I mess up, I push him to special 3. Special 2 doesn't kill, it brings him down to 1%, he throws his special 3, I don't have invulnerability active. But Doom is still Doom, and he takes 14% damage from a special 3 from a mini-boss, which is honestly just stupid. But now Sasquatch's special 3 does give him a regen and does send him into Wrath, so there's that. Now we're nearly 3 minutes into this fight. He's still regenning for 1,500 per tick. And I've now got back up to my special 3. And at this point, because his health is already so low, the special 2 with 1 Fury will be enough to kill. So we do end up making it out of this fight alive. However, it went on for way too long. If I just went for 2 Furies at the start, he would have basically been dead during his first Wrath cycle. But yeah, he does finally go down here. And yeah, about 3 minutes and 13 seconds. Definitely not the best fight out there. Now my final fight of this war is going to be Mephisto on Node 54. We're going to be taking this with Void. Got 3 Mr. Fantastic pre-fights active here, and this is going to be a relatively straightforward fight. At the start he's just triggering an absolute ton of aura, which is pretty annoying, but it's not really a problem. Just need to keep baiting out the specials. I believe I've got an invulnerability active here just because this war was pretty close. We've got a Petrify up now. And yeah, Void is definitely the best matchup here in my opinion, along with Quake. And yeah, this is just a really safe fight, especially with the Mr. Fantastic pre-fights. So we're about to enter Fear of the Void. My Void is SIG 200, so once that is active, the debuffs are going to be applying really quickly. Here I just go for a heavy to refresh the Mr. Fantastic debuffs. But yeah, the fight is completely under control here, and is basically over. So as for the results of this war, we ended up winning 3-1. It was 1-1 for the vast majority of the war. They ended up dying 2 times at the end, which is good because we were about to lose on time. But yeah, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.